One rejection is not all rejection, though. Do you know how many women that are in this world? Do you know how many opportunities that are around you, even not to talk of the world or your state or your province or your local government, wherever you find yourself? Do you know how many things are around you? Do you know someone that is out there who is looking for someone like you? Develop an abundance mindset. Become what you want to attract. How do you turn rejection to strength? Let's put it out there in the first place. It's important for you to know, all men out there, that you would be rejected. This is a natural process of life. You're going to be rejected by women. You're going to be rejected by your workplace. You're going to be rejected by friends. Heck, you might even be rejected by your partner. Accepting rejection and using it as a fuel for your strength is a skill that you must master. Rejection can turn to strength if you are determined and if you change your mindset. You will use rejection as a strength. Many successful businesses, entrepreneurs, many people have actually succeeded by turning the lemons that life gave them to lemonade. So let's discuss the 4 points here on how you can do this. Number 1, I want you to reframe rejection as redirection. You've probably come of age. Whoever that is watching this video, you're probably not under 20. And you've faced a lot of things through life already. Even at your age, you've seen some things already. And for example, I will talk about myself. I've been rejected in some jobs, for example. I was working at one company at some point, and then they said, "Oh no, we don't want to continue, Samuel. Will you?" It wasn't just me though. They fired a couple of us. But that was a moment that I felt rejected. But I searched deep within me and I discovered that even this work that I'm doing right now, I wasn't really happy with it though. I wasn't happy with it. I was actually planning a way to leave. So why feel horrible and feel bad or start feeling some way that, oh, nobody wants me now? No, you must see rejection as redirection. This is the time now for you to go pursue something else or be in the right place or in the right space. Every no gets you closer to the right yes. Even with women. Okay? My dad, again, used to say, women can be a numbers game. I don't want to focus too much on women these days. I have my personal reasons. But every no gets you to the right yes. Okay? You must master the art of welcome rejection. Say yes to it, my brother. When people say, oh, no, leave me. Say yes. Okay, I welcome it. This is good improvement. This is good development. Because when you are receiving all those punches, you are getting stronger. You're getting stronger. You're building tenacity. Okay? So you're going to have to work on your mind first and tell yourself, hey, like, this rejection is a message that says, this is not for me at this time. This is not the right person for me at this time. This is not the right place I should be at this time. Things like that. This is how you need to see it in order to get to your right yes and your right purpose. Number 2, I want you to detach yourself from the outcome. Detach yourself from any outcome. Focus on process and not the result. The process is very important. I've come across people who really want to make money, but they want to hit it big one time. It's not going to happen. You know why? Even if that happens, you might not be able to sustain and stay at that place, at that point. Because what? You didn't grow in it. You didn't grow with the money. You don't have the skill, the experience, the level of exposure to handle that amount of money at that stage. That's why you see a lot of people who hit the lottery. They go broke. Or NBA players, who were paid a lot of money. And after that, they go broke. Why do you think that happens? Because they can't sustain that level of wealth at that stage. The process was not there. You must welcome process, no matter how long it takes. In the process, actually, you are getting rejected too. The outcome is not the focus. When you meet women, when you're talking to any girl, and she says she doesn't really want this at this time, or she says, I have a boyfriend, or she says, you're not my type, or she even goes as far as insulting you that you have a massive head or whatever it is, my brother, you must realize that that is part of the process. Remove outcome and don't focus on the outcome. Some guys that I've seen, that I've talked to, they've been talking to this girl for like 3 weeks, a month, and they can't seem to get the how do I put it? They can't seem to get themselves to open up and say what they really want. They are cuddling around like they're friends or whatever. When you know that's not what you want, you don't want to be friends with this girl, right? You can't seem to come out with it. And because you cannot come out with it, you stay in there for too long. And at some point, when you finally do, this girl ends up saying no. She says no, that I don't want to have anything to do with you. And then you thought to yourself, oh no, we've been talking for a month, we've been talking for a while now. You know, feeling me? Why were you talking to me all this while? Women are just nice. That's the point I'm trying to make. They can be nice to you. They can entertain you, even when they may not really want anything romantic to do with you. Maybe they're not feeling you in that way. When you get that message now, many people will feel extremely rejected because they are focused on the outcome. The outcome is, I feel accepted and validated. This guy actually takes me. That's what I'm looking for. You know, for some other people, it might just be sex. This girl, you know, opens up and we get intimate. But when none of these things happen, you feel rejected. You feel like, wow, this is not what I thought, you know? You must refrain from that thought process. Detach from the outcome that you are anticipating to see or get. Focus on the process. The process is more important. You follow the process. The process never ends, my brother. The process is continuous. You're going to start again with someone else, with a different approach, whatever it is, in a different space, in a different environment. You must continue to focus on the process of anything and not the end goal. That if this doesn't happen, then you put your validation on it and the fact that you were rejected on it. That is not the way to go as a man. Number 3, I want you to develop an abundance mindset. Abundance mindset as a man. I can't tell you how my mindset works in this way. My brother, I feel extremely abundant in my mind. Yeah. Whether it has to do with money, I don't have a lot. But what it has to do with that, what it has to do with life, success, women, whatever it is, I have an abundance mindset. And I worked on my mind. The mindset is the biggest thing for you as a man. Your mindset. Nothing is much more important than what is going on here. One rejection is not all rejection, though. Do you know how many women that are in this world? Do you know how many opportunities that are around you, even not to talk of the world or your state or your province or your local government, wherever you find yourself? Do you know how many things are around you? Do you know someone that is out there who is looking for someone like you? Develop an abundance mindset. I'm not trying to make you live in a euphoria, though. You must draw the line. See, I'm trying to draw the line. What I'm trying to tell you to do here. There's a line, okay? I'm not one of those guys who come here and stroke your ego and make you feel like you're all that. No, I'm actually telling you the truth. As a man, you're watching this, you must have an abundance mindset. But how do you start with an abundance mindset? The sub things in there that you need to be working on as well is your physical appearance. Absolutely important, because when you work on your mind, when you work on your body, it transitions to your mind too, and then you tend to exude it. You exude that charisma, that behavior. Yeah, because you know that you are a sought after person, and that if one person says no to you or it doesn't work with one person, it can work with another person. You don't have to be focused on one particular person. At some point you can be when you guys are getting to know each other more and more, but you don't have to be lost and you know, it has to be this person or no other person. And then when things don't work out, you feel like, you know, extremely demoralized. No, You must have an abundance mindset as a man. Okay? If you're in a serious relationship or you're married, still, even you can have an abundance mindset, but I'm not telling you to go entertaining other women. No, that's not what I'm saying. But an abundance mindset is important for any man. Knowing fully well that you are sought after and desirable. And you are the only one who can create that value for yourself. No other person can do that. How do you do that? I just told you. Okay? A drive, a purpose. Working on yourself, your mind, your physical appearance. Trying new things. Getting comfortable, talking to women. In person even. I'm going to get to that at some point in a different video. But you must have an abundance mindset. The last thing I'm going to say here is keep taking targeted actions. Targeted course of actions. Don't just, do whatever. Throw yourself at whatever or whoever and feel that it's going to work. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. It's like a job. When you're looking for a job, you are going to apply to your skill. Yes, you're not going to apply to a business analyst here, and then you apply to a financial advisor, and then you apply to be a nurse, and then you apply to be an engineer. You're not going to be throwing your resume around like an idiot. You must focus on targeted. You must narrow your thinking in a way of you are focused on something. You're focused on something. Your actions are targeted, premeditated, intentional. You know what you're doing. I've had experiences with certain group of women that I decided I was never going to date them again. Okay? And I know those kind of women when I see them. I know. So they are naturally, by default, eliminated from my mind. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, eliminated. By default, once I see or hear anything that has to do with that group of women, then that's it. Any action you take must be focused. You must keep improving and putting yourself out there. You must keep improving and putting yourself out there in the targeted niche that you wish to identify with. And while you do this, you would diminish the probability of being rejected. You would, the probability is going to go down because you know that you are going for the kind of women that you want, though. You attract what you are, especially even physically. If you're really obese right now and you're looking to lose weight, I'm praying for you, I'm encouraging you. But find out, you will discover that it's mostly women too that are big, that like you, that want you. Why? Because they feel that, how do I put it? It's a reverse psychology. I'm sure you get what I'm saying. They know that the fit man may not really want them that much. Not the average fit man may not want an extremely obese woman, for example. So they go for the man who is equally like them. And they know that you are not desirable to women who are fit as well. Desirable by. And two, women who are fit as well. So they feel they can shoot their shot with you because you're a better option. This is why you must become what you want to attract. Become what you want to attract. Become it. You're sitting down there right now eating chips, doing whatever, and you think that, I wanna get a girl who is, who is ambitious, who knows what she's doing. You're not gonna get that though. You're not gonna get that. Exceptions might exist, but it's hard. You're not gonna get that because those kind of girls know what they want, and it's not somebody who is the opposite of them in a bad way. Guys, this is all I have for you. My name is IK. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I will keep making videos like this. I took a break for a while, but I hope to God I'm back, and I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy.